Well, the wind's not going to abate anytime soon, so it's time to try the PhoenixS as a slope soarer. 2S 2200 battery. Check my centre of gravity. Which is a bit hard in the wind. I reckon that's going to be okay. We have control. Alright, time to go. Woohoo! Make sure I've got motor in case I need it. Pretty sure I won't though. Ah, look at that, born sloper. Keep it trim right. Oh yeah. Made for it, look at that. That's the first time I've flown it and we're into a loop straight away. Just brilliant. We have a fair bit of wind, but an unforgiving sight, so landing it is going to be fun. Wow, this is pretty damn good. Let's try a roll. Pretty docile roll, so it's not a total aerobatic sloper, but oh, look at that, beautiful. I haven't even turned the motor on yet. Fantastic. One of the best slopers you can buy, I would say, or one of the best cheap foamy slopers you can buy with the tough fuselage. Great stuff. Where, yeah. Don't hit those trees. Now if I make a mistake here and go over my head, I'll be having to call the security of the construction site behind me because it's going to go straight over the fence. So I won't do anything stupid. So much control, smooth, this is awesome. And we do have a lot of wind. I think I'm going to have to land it right down low on the slope. Snap roll. Well, we better put a camera on it. Start down real low. There's less wind down there. It's coming in fast still. Try again. It's not going to be easy. Really should have put some spoilers on it to fit it. There we go. That'll do. Has to be tough enough to handle that on the slope, and this plane definitely is. Well, it works beautifully on the slope. Got a few little nicks and scratches. I should have put some packing tape on the leading edge, but there's no end to the windy wet weather that we're having, so I'm just going to have to fly it anyway. We're on 2S, as I said, 2S 2200. Let's see how we go. And that seems like just the right power for that 10x6 prop and the 1400 kV motor, so it's definitely a 2S setup. I'm just cruising around, enough speed to get through the wind. We're in a turbulent area, as I usually say, but yeah, it's great. Great plane. Oh, look at the up and down there. Get up a bit higher, although you won't be able to see it so much. Turn the motor off and let's glide. And yeah, that's a glider. Look at that, beautiful. Lovely plane. I promised myself I'd make sure I point out the negatives, because I tend to forget about them when I'm flying, and to be honest I can't think of any with this plane. It's just lovely. Fun for flying around, just doing a few mild aerobatics. Inverted. They don't fly too well inverted, these wings, unless you put some snap flaps in. And it's a plane that would benefit from some more advanced mixes like camber and reflex and snap flaps. And spoiler-ons to land it on the slope, because it doesn't have flaps. Now, I said before that you can directly swap the 2-metre wing and the 1600 wing. Well, not quite directly, because this fuselage doesn't have the hole for the little front spar that the 2-metre wing has. But it'd be easy enough to drill it. And you could just use the 2-metre wing with a strengthened single spar. I would just put a carbon fibre rod down the middle of the metal spar, and that would be fine, as long as you didn't do too many high G. What are all the helicopters doing here? As long as you didn't do too many high G manoeuvres. What a beautiful plane. Just a nice little 1600mm wingspan glider, even in this crappy wind and turbulence. Let's just glide it in. Needed a bit of rudder there to kick it around, because it was being blown sideways in the turbulence. So this is just a fun plane to fly around as a park flyer. Just a mild sort of lovely little park flyer. You can do some basic aerobatics with it. You could put an FPV rig on it, no problems at all. Or a slope soarer, or even, it would probably thermal pretty well too, I think, on a decent day. The difference between this and the original 1600 is that it doesn't have flaps and it has a shorter fuselage. So it's more, it's sort of its own version, rather than just the 2 metre, oops, with shorter wings. Yes, I like it a lot. It's a really nicely designed, appropriate little glider. Highly recommended. This could be your only plane and it would cover most aspects of flying. Very nice. The Volantex PhoenixS 1600mm wingspan. Thanks for watching.